Now, before we get started on all the heavy, deep work that we need to do to get you ready for this exam, I wanted to introduce myself and let you know a little bit about my background so you know that you're in the right place and I'm the right person to lead you. My name is Emily Muccianti, and one of the biggest questions I get is, how do you say your last name? And in all honesty, it depends on which person in my family you actually ask, because we all say it differently. We could say it as Muccianti, Muccianti. It just is really up to you, because I will respond to anything. But let me tell you a little bit about my professional background. So I have been in education for over 30 years. I spent 27 years in the classroom working as a middle school English teacher and interventionist. I have taught first through high school. I have been in the classroom and in intervention programs during all of those years. So a great deal of experience, and my training actually began after I completed my grad work, began with some of the greatest. I was a member of something called the Effective Reading Intervention Academy in California, and I was trained under some of the best. We're talking about Anita Archer, Jan Hasbrook, Kevin Feldman, Kate Kinsella, some of the best of the best. And that's where I really learned about literacy, structured literacy, and the science of reading. And it was the science of reading before we ever called it the science of reading. So, to make a long story short, I have years and years of experience in teaching students of all ages how to read. I've also been a master teacher, a mentor teacher, a teacher leader. You name it, I've probably worn the hat at my school. But I started supporting new teachers on their reading competency exams about 9 years ago, as actually holding workshops inside of my classroom for our local teachers. And it was then that I realized that you need help. There was not a lot out there at that time, and so I brought my course and information online into RECA Prep 101, and I have served California teachers over the last 9 years to prepare for the RECA. But now that the RECA is going away and California is adding in the Foundations of Reading test, or the FORT, my audience gets to open up to people from other states. So the first thing I want to ask you to do is, if you have friends or colleagues in other states preparing for this exam, share this information with them. Please have them get in touch with me. It really doesn't matter which competency exam that you are taking. Teaching reading doesn't change. This course is going to be aligned and structured to fit the way the FORT is structured. But truly, if you're taking any reading competency exam, this course is going to help you. So that's a little bit about me. I have had the pleasure of all of these years of experience, and I remember what it was like to be a new teacher that was struggling. In fact, to be honest, I almost left the profession in my first year because it was so challenging. So if you can make it through this credentialing process, I know it's not easy, but your first year is also pretty challenging, and you need somebody to guide you along the way. I hope that you will stick with me through this course.